All right, boys, we're back with another video. Gonna do another case study with my boy Braylon. He's been seeing a lot of good results. He's not getting into sending, not newer, but he moved from sending to closing. So we're gonna talk a little bit about him. But before we get into it, Braylon, you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, it's Braylon here. I started as a setter, obviously, Chaz already said, but I was setting for about 3 months. The first setting offer I originally got on, it was the same offer that Chaz was actually sales managing it as well as closing it. I kind of just became familiar with him. I already knew he was a pretty good closer, good enough. But as far as that, I mean, yeah, eventually I knew I needed to transition into closing, pick it up because it's more of like a skill set as compared to setting, just a lot more to it. But yeah,
Yeah. So cool, bro. Yeah. So tell us. So you were sending for like I want to say 3 months roughly, and like what
yeah.
were like the bottlenecks? Like how was the whole setting thing? Because I know most guys move from setting to closing or whatnot. Like what was your whole experience like? How were things going with setting? What really made you want to kind of move forward with closing? Obviously.
I mean, yeah, setting is a big volume game. Like, obviously, if you want to be the best setter, say on the offer you're on, it's going to come down to the amount of volume, amount of work you were putting in. And I was like typically putting in the most work I'd say on each setting offer I was on, but eventually it kind of just felt like I don't know, it was taking too long and I wasn't really developing much skills and like
Yeah.
getting really better at something. Once I realized that, so I was like kind of like I need to actually move over to something else, like rather it's growth hopping, closing, anything like that. And I definitely thought closing was like the route I wanted to take. I'd like actually, seeing people make a change, like being able to help them make it. And yeah, I knew it was going to be a grind as well. But yeah, that's pretty much why I wanted to transition, like, in
Because
the
I knew
first
you're working
place.
a lot of hours, like well, we're talking like maybe like 6 to 9 hours a day roughly. And like how much were you making with setting? Like just all in all for the 3 months, like let's just say per month.
Per month, I would say, like, the first month setting is maybe, like, 1 to 2K. But yeah, really just around that 3K range at best, to be honest.
Like fluctuating between there. Okay. And then for you, I know because then most guys do this. I know a lot of setters who are obviously looking to get into closing. They kind of take the wheel themselves, like they look for a closing opportunity, take advantage of one or whatnot. That was kind of your story. Like I know you got a closing opportunity, took advantage of it yourself, kind of, I don't know, went on your own, kind of just I don't know how to say it, but like obviously you just went out there, did it on your own type of thing. So when you were first doing it, what were you like? What were you kind of noticing? Like, what were you struggling with that made you want to look into, getting some actual help with your closing? Because I know you did it on your own. Like, what were you actually noticing? What were some bottlenecks happening with your closing?
Yeah, when I was first, like, transitioning into closing, I was still, like, of course, setting at the time as well. I
Right.
wasn't taking that much calls, but the calls I were taking, it just felt like more like a setting call. Like, I knew it was like I was kind of making it like a deeper setting call. I knew there was a lot of, like, details missing, like, a lot of structure actually missing. So I was like, like, I already know Chaz is good at this. I already
Right.
know, like, because he helped me out, because he was the sales manager of the offer I started setting with, so obviously he helped correct me when I was like a brand new setter as well. So I'm like, I've already learned pretty well from him in the past. I might as well like see where the closing could take me because I knew it'd be much faster than just trying to figure out like all of this on my own.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I really didn't have much structure at the time. I didn't even know how like the closing framework was supposed to go.
Right. Because for you, what even like shifted? Because I know at the first you were kind of like, I wanted to do everything on my own, see if I could figure it out all together. Like, what shifted that made you want kind of want to look into like actually getting coaching and help with your closing type of thing? Like,
Yeah,
what do you feel like really shifted there for you, Braylon?
because at the end of the day, like if you have someone who's actually already been through everything you're going through, it just eliminates like the trial and error instead of
Yeah.
just like me guessing it by myself. I already had you to like rely on for questions and whatnot, reviews and everything. As
Right.
far as that too, I mean, you were literally like closing on the same offer that I started closing on, or you
Right.
you did close on that offer as well. So I already knew like you've been through a lot of the issues with that specific offer too. So I
Right.
just knew like having someone there who's already been through it all was just going to help me out in the long run.
Because what were some things you were noticing that you were struggling with beforehand? Because I know obviously you had a lot of bottlenecks, like finding a good framework, having a good discovery, pre-handle, all this good stuff. Like, what were things that you noticed changed after we started working together? Because what were some struggles beforehand? What were things that we really helped out on that actually like made a change in your closing ability?
Yeah, like I was struggling to actually get like deep, like go into deep conversations, really get what type of answers I was looking for. Say rather
Yeah.
it's the discovery. pre-handle. Like, to be honest, I wasn't even pre-handling
Yeah.
before I started with Jazz. I didn't even know that was like a part of the process. So I was pretty much doing one long discovery. Um, and yeah, I wasn't getting like the pain I needed to. Wasn't
Yeah.
probing hard enough, and it really, I really realized that like obviously something needed to change.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Because walk us through. Like, I know you were kind of dabbling in it 3 months ago, but now we've been like kind of full time closing training together for about 2 months now. But you had a really good week. Walk us through. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. What was like your week looking like? Like, what was talk some numbers with us? We'll also pop a screenshot so you guys know we're not lying here. But like, what were you actually? How were things going? Like, what was your biggest week? Because I know you saw some good results. Like, what are things kind of look like?
Yeah. My best like payout, my best week was a 2,800, was 2,750. That's just rounding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, as far as that, like I had, I believe like four piffs that would like a paid in full, four of
Yeah.
those that week. And I mean, yeah, just like I was really confident as well. I had the momentum. I was
Yeah.
still like obviously doing reviews with Chaz at the time, seeing what could have been corrected. It was right before like the offer that I'm currently on, right before we had a big launch. There was like pretty good leads coming in as well. And yeah, I just felt confident. I honestly felt like I could have like pitched 5K at the time
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
ticket itself. Yeah, I know I was pretty confident that week.
Definitely, bro. Because like for you, even like with being in high ticket sales for like I want to say like 5 6 months now, but like how did that feel, bro? Like especially after hitting those numbers from kind of going setting, making that maybe in a month, but like now touching it in just a week. Like how did that feel for you, bro? Like just as a whole.
I mean, it genuinely it's like still surprising to me at the moment. Like I had no idea I was even gonna go like this far with it when I
Yeah.
first like originally started it, and I was just like I know it's possible. It's just gonna come down to still like the amount of volume, still the amount of work I'm putting in,
Yeah.
and yeah, like literally at this point, like I'm confident I want to go full time with it,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah, like I know I can pursue this at this point.
Definitely, bro. And it's like you made those numbers. Just to give you guys context watching this, like he did this on an offer that's we're not gonna leak no offer details or whatnot, but he did that on a younger selling audience. So he did this on a younger audience, not that much of a ceiling to it. So our next goal for you is obviously just to move you to a better offer, get you on a higher ceiling because the skill set's there. It's just obviously once you carry that skill set over to a better offer, we'll definitely be seeing a lot better numbers. But yeah, all in all, it's like you have a skill set that paid you pretty well, and you were kind of doing it on a okay offer. So it's like definitely a skill set or transfer somewhere else, Brandon. So that's really good, bro. Because for you, like, what would you recommend? Or even telling yourself earlier from getting into setting, moving and closing, like, what would you recommend for someone who feels stuck, kind of setting, also like kind of trenching through it and wanting to really take closing to the next step and really moving forward with that?
Yeah. If you're a setter, you've already been at this for like a month or two, you feel like you're just grinding too much, not making enough money, like you're gonna have to make a change rather, even if it's like sacrificing some money for like a few weeks to actually gain the skill set of closing,
Yeah.
move into it. 'Cause, like, of course, when you're first taking closing calls as well, like you're gonna mess up. It's just like obviously a part of the process. You're gonna make mistakes, but you have to go through that process. Like maybe you're not making as much money for a few weeks, so you could actually gain the skill and move towards it. Or else, like, because if you're just continuously grinding setting, not focusing like your skill set on anything else, you're not going to develop pretty much in any way as last as you want to like actually stay setting forever, like go full time with it.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Definitely, bro. Because now the next steps for you is obviously we have a lot of big things coming up. Should be hitting a record month. I know you're pushing for like a more of like a 7 or 8K month this month, right? That's good, bro. So
Correct,
yeah,
correct,
that's
correct.
definitely achievable. We'll get you working. We'll get you on a better offer to obviously break that 10K threshold. But yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on. Do you want to shout out your like Instagram or whatnot before we hop off?
Yeah, yeah. So my personal Instagram is just Braylon Pelkey, BraylonPelkey. My like actual high ticket sales Instagram is just Braylon HTS. Go drop a follow.
Yes, sir, bro. Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Brandon, for hopping on. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.